session is writing. We are going to talk about the test format, especially focusing on writing components. And then we are going to look at the marking allocations. Then we are going to talk about the writing components and the requirements for the next stage. All right. So let me share my screen. I hope you all can see my screen.
Yes.
Thank you. All right. This is the test format. As you all know, we have 3 parts: speaking and writing, reading and listening, and you will be given around 67 minutes to complete the first part, and 30 minutes to complete second part, and 43 minutes to complete third part. All right. And here, under speaking and writing, you could see the writing components. So first components are speaking components, and the last 2 components, summarize written text and write essay components, are the writing components. And for that, and mind and remember this will be the same order that you'll be given your exam questions even in the PTE exam. So first you will be given speaking and writing. Under that, after you complete retail lecture, you'd be after you complete short answer questions component, then you will be given summarized text. It is a must to know the structure, because you would complete a component without knowing what is this component. So it is a must for you to know the order of the component and the question that you might receive. All right. So let's move on to marking allocation here. Okay, this is the marking allocations. So in the first column, you could see the question types, then the marks, and the question numbers that you could have, and then the cross marking. Written text, it is in the summarized written text. Students, am I lagging? Am I lagging or am I clear enough?
Now it's fine. Earlier there was some.
Okay. If I'm lagging, just let me know, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you look at this summarized written text, it is under orange zone. That means an important component. So you will be given 20.7 marks for that, and you will be given one question. Definitely there will be one question, but sometimes there could be 2 questions as well. So this question, and it gives marks for writing plus reading. So you will be given 10.4 to writing and 10.3 to reading. Because in summarized text, you have to read a text, then you have to summarize it down. So that means you have to activate your reading skill as well as writing skill. Then if you look at the writing essay, so it is under average mark zone. That means yellow zone, there you would be given 11.2 marks for the essay, and you will be given one question. Definitely there will be one question, and sometimes it can be 2 as well. And the whole 11.2 marks will be allocated to writing, because there is no any other skills enabling there. It's only writing. Right? So now you may think, okay, are we going to have 2 summarized text, summary written text, and 2 essays? No, that won't happen. If you were given 2 SWT question, that means summarized written questions, if you are given 2 of them, you will be given 1 essay question. But if you were given 2 essay questions, then you will be given 1 SWT questions. It's always 1 from each and 2 from another. There won't be 2 from each, right? Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, thank you. All right. This is all about the marking allocation component. Okay, here when you come to the platform, you could see writing. There you have summarized written text and essay. Click on summarized written text. Start practicing. Okay, this is the exam interface. Like this is similar to the exam interface. You will be given a timer like this, and also this cut, copy, paste components, functions, and also the word count, as well as next button. They'll be there, and the check button and the question numbers are the only different from the PTE platform. This is the only difference. Otherwise, everything is similar to the PTE platform, right? So here, as always, you can cut, copy, paste anything within this box. If you see this, okay, we can copy, and then we can paste them, and also you can cut and paste them. So you can use these functions, but you can't use your keyboard shortcuts. In the exam, they will be disabled, but in your while practicing in this platform, they are enabled. But still, when you go to your exams, it won't be enabled. So it's better you use these options. All right, and you can't copy paste anything from this question. You can't do that. You just have to copy paste anything within this box. All right, now I want you all to read the instruction given here and tell me how many minutes you will be given for this task and how many sentences you have to write down. Read the instruction and give me the answer. I will give you around 45 seconds. Any response? Yes, 10 minutes and one sentence. You will be given 10 minutes and you have to write only one sentence. So here it says own sentence mean a sentence. That means one sentence. So when it comes to this question, and then let's talk about the marking as well. So your marking, it says here your response will be judged on the quality of your writing and how well you respond present the key points in the passage. So your response should include the key points as well as the writing quality. So writing quality means here we focus on 4 points. First one, spelling. Second one, grammar. Third one, written discourse. And the fourth one is vocabulary. So written discourse mean capitalization and punctuations. So just think, you will be given 10 minutes and you will be given a paragraph like this long paragraph, and you have to summarize it to one sentence, and word limit is around 5 to 75. Just think, write one sentences, write one sentence, and word limit is 5 to 75, and just one sentence it's really hard because you have to summarize this whole passage. I think there are maybe nearly 100 or 200 words. Then again, you have to summary it down to one sentences which don't exceed 75 words. And then again, you have to think about your spellings, grammar, written discourse, and vocabulary. That means you can't use any vocabulary you like. Definitely, the vocabulary, the words you use should be in the context, should be related to the context. So it won't be easy. It's not easy, it's really hard. That's why we give you this gift. The structure is a fixed structure. You could use this fixed structure for any SWT question. Nothing else, only the SWT question. That means summarize written text question. You could use this fixed structure. Okay, let me go there. What you have to do is go to classroom materials, writing. Under that, you have summarized written text. Okay, this is the structure. So you have to by heart this, like this. One can play a role in 2, and recent research not only outlines the significance of 3, as well as 4, but also points out the importance of 5, followed by 6, reinforcing the idea of 7, full stop. You have to by heart this as it is. And also you should practice this to type within 3 minutes in a notepad. Because if you type this in a Word document, it would correct your grammar errors, spelling errors, and spacing errors. But when it comes to a notepad, it won't happen. So that's why we want you to practice this in a notepad, because even in the test, there won't be any auto corrections. So first by heart this as it is by heart this, then practice to type this as it is in a notepad, right? So this is the structure. Do you have any question about on this component? Do you? Yeah. Yeah. For now, don't think about the numbers, just by heart it, because in the writing stage 2, you will learn what to do with the numbers and how to apply this structure to this component. It's only taught in that session. So just don't mind this, just by heart and practice. All right, and what and I have to mention this again. So it says you have 10 minutes, right? You have 10 minutes means if you were given 2 SWT questions, if any case if there are 2 SWT questions, that means you will be given 2 separate 10 minutes. That means 10 minutes for one SWT question and another 10 minutes for next SWT question. But you have to remember this, even though they have given 2 separate times, you won't be given 2 separate markings. So if we go there, for the summarized written text, you will be given 20.7 marks. So it will be the total. If you were given 2 questions, it won't be 40.14, right? It's just 20.7. Even though there are 2 questions, the marks will be the same. You won't be given separate 20.7 marks. Only the time will be given separately. Is it clear? Yeah. Yeah. That's what. We can't say so because every time, like every single passage is same. It is equal to each other. Like no difference between the passages. Right.
And
Any other?
even
Yeah.
if there are two questions, you can apply the same structure
Yeah. Yeah.
for both
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
questions.
Yeah. Structure is fixed, so you can use the same structure for any SWT question. SWT structure can be used in any SWT question. Don't worry about it. All right. If you don't have any question, shall we move on to essay question? Okay, let's move on to essay. All right. Once again, can you read the instruction and tell me the time limit and the word limit?
Limit is 20 minutes
Time limit is 20 minutes, correct?
and word limit is 200 to 300
Yes,
words.
200 to 300 words. So here as well, your marking will be quality of your writing and the how you present and organize your ideas. So when it comes to marking, we know we have 4 points. Can you remember? What's the first one? Yes, very good. Spelling, then what's next? Huh? Yes, very good. Grammar. And the third one? Yes, written discourse. And the vocabulary. Very good. So these are the criteria that you will be judged. So spelling, there won't be any spelling errors. Grammar, the same. Written discourse, as earlier, capitalization and punctuation marks. And the vocabulary, then again, should be related to the context. That means the given topic should be related to the given topic. And here as well, you have to think about spacing. Definitely, you can't have any unnecessary spacing because you will be lose some marks if you do so. So you have to be very, very, very careful. And also, even here, if you were given two questions, you will be given two separate 20 minutes, but then again, marks are not given to you separately, right? And uh, here we have three types of questions, three type of essay types, because here you have to write an essay. So here we have three types of essays. First one is agree and disagree. Right? Agree and disagree. Then we have advantages and disadvantages. And finally, we have problem and solution. So agree and disagree, there is a 95% probability that you would be given a agree and disagree topic, and that would be 4% 4% of probability of you having advantages and disadvantages topic and problem and solution. There's only 1% of percentage of you getting that topic, but you can't forget that okay, it's only 1%, so it won't be given to me. You can't think so that you have to be ready to write any essay that you would be given. We are just telling you the percentage which you are given, which you're given the text, right? Like the topics. So even for that, we have fixed structure because this is not easy, because you have to write an essay just only 20 minutes and you have to think about every single writing sub skill. So here again we give you a structure, and that this structure is fixed for agreeing and disagreeing and advantages and disadvantages. But when it comes to problem and solutions, you have to change a bit. But I will show you. What you have to do is go to classroom materials, writing, essay, this one. I hope you can see this. Essay type 1 for agree, disagree, advantages, disadvantages, essay type. So here it has some capital letters. You could see A, B, C, and D, and then again the numbers as well, right? You could see that, and some words are also bold. But don't think about this. What you have to do is you have to by heart this and type this within 8 minutes again in a notepad, not a word document, in a notepad. So I told you that there's a difference between this structure and problem solving structure. So it's also given here. This structure is also given here. The only difference is here you have first arguments and it will be changed to reasons or effects when you come to problem and solution essay. And then here arguments, it change into solutions, and views change into issues, and ideas, it change into solutions. This is the only difference in these two structures. So it's better if you could by heart this structure, knowing that these are like, you don't need to add this for every single essay. These are just for problem and solution structure essay. Right. So this is the structure. As I told you, you have to practice typing this within 8 minutes in a notepad. This is the requirement. And is there any question about this component up to here? Is there anything not clear to you? Hope you don't have any because you seem silent. Okay. And if you come to the same area like classroom materials, writing, essays, you could see the topics. These topics are like you will be given some of the topics, one of these topics in the exam. Most of the times these are the topics that came in. Like, you know that our platform includes all exam questions, real exam questions, not mock ones. So even the essay topics are the same. So when you come here, you can look into these topics and decide, read the topic and decide whether this one is agreeing, disagreeing, no advantages, disadvantages, or problem and solution. It's up to you. The only thing you have to, like, only thing where you have to think is just identifying which essay type is this. You just have to do this. So let's do first one. Just read second. Just read the second topic and tell me what kind of essay type is this. Huh? Sorry. I Yes, agree and disagree. So how do we find that? Here it says, do you think it is a good idea or not? So if someone is asking your opinion, that means it is agree or disagree. It can ask like, do you agree, like this, right? It's straightforward. In the first topic, it could be asked directly, do you agree or not? But then again, it could ask in this way as well, what is your opinion, what do you think? Or if there is any question where they ask uh, they have given you options and you have to select one, so there you have to state why you like. That means if there is some question where you have to state, you have to select one option and you have to state why is that, that definitely advantage and disadvantage. So let me find one of them. Mm. Here, successful sport stars and glamorous film stars are a role model for youngsters. Do you support it or not? That means like you have to give reasons. If you say, uh, yes, I do support, then you have to state why. Again, here it says opinion, that means agreeing and disagreeing. Uh, Mostly all of them are okay. Are given climate change as the field of study, which area will you prefer? Explain why you picked up the particular area for your study and why. So here it gives you options. Climate change, it asks which area that you prefer. That means you are given option, so you have to state why. Again, it says like here, it says particular area for your study and why. You have to state why. That means definitely advantages and disadvantages. So climate changes, you have to state why you like it. So this is the only place you have to think in this component. You just have to think what kind of topic is this. All other things are given. The structure was given and how to use it will be taught in next stage. So there won't be any other situation for you unless selecting the type. Is there any question? Is there anything that I need to explain more?
No, miss.
Okay, all right. So now I will tell you the uh, requirements for next stage. So in this is in this skill as well as the writing stage one, you don't have any assignments. In this stage, you don't have any assignments, but you have two requirements. What you have to do is first one, SWT structure. This is structure. You have to by heart this and type this within 3 minutes in a notepad. You have to practice this, and then again the writing structure, essay structure, you have to type it within 8 minutes in a notepad. This is the only requirement for you to go for next stage. What I recommend is don't book right into stage unless you practice type this within 3 minutes and 8 minutes, because when you go to stage two, there you will be given uh, you will be taught how to use this structure in these components, and they will taught you what to do with these letters, numbers, and everything. So it would be better if you could practice this and then book the next stage. So definitely it needs your commitment, otherwise you can't do this. We will give you everything, we will taught you everything what you have to do, and but you have to give your full commitment for this, right? Is there anything else? Okay, and I will the lesson materials, they will be allocated to you within 24 hours. uh, so if you want to screenshot this, if you are going to start studying right after this session, you can take a screenshot as well, right? And that's all about writing components in stage one. Is there anything you need to know? Do you have any questions?
When it comes to essays, how many structures are available? Is it, sorry, maybe I missed it. Is
Okay,
one?
it's actually two structures. First one, this is structure is agree and disagree and advantage and disadvantage. This is structure, but it has to be changed when it comes to problem and solution, like this. So the only difference, the same structure, but there's only four differences. This argument,
Solution.
yeah, it goes for reasons, and these arguments goes for solution, and this view goes for issues, and these ideas goes for solutions. That's the only difference between two structures.
Okay.
Okay. Is there
Thank you.
anything else? Welcome. So and also it's better if when your materials are allocated to you, just go through all these topics and try to find out what kind of topic is this. That's that's a better way. The main requirements is for you to practice that two structures, type within 3 minutes and 8 minutes, and if you could do that as well, it's better. Okay, if you don't have any other questions, we can wind up, because we have discussed everything under this topic, what we were planning to do today. And
Thank you.